My brother and I got our superpowers at the exact same moment. He picked the ultimate good looks. I went with superhuman strength. My brother used his insane face to charm his way through rich ladies' circles. I was just obsessed with lifting weights, couldn't stop. But my brother mocked me saying, "Can you really make a living with that strength of yours? With my face I can have more money than I could ever spend." Then the extreme cold hit. Temperatures dropped to 100 below. The world started falling apart. But my strength got me into the protection squad, earning everyone's respect. My brother however ended up with severe frostbite in a critical area after being outside. To save his life they had to amputate. I went to see him at the hospital. He drugged me, then went crazy stabbing me, screaming, "This is all your fault. If you hadn't picked strength, I wouldn't be in this mess." Everything went black from the pain. When I opened my eyes again I was reborn. Back to the moment right before we chose our powers. I picked superhuman strength again. Then I heard my brother's voice. Right then I knew he came back too, since my brother Jake jumped on it first. The ultimate good looks were naturally mine. Right after the choice, I instantly got taller and way better looking. Meanwhile Jake's whole body got noticeably more muscular. Jake said, "Leo, the glory is all mine this time around." I played dumb, looking clueless, asking him, "What are you talking about?" Jake gave me a suspicious look. Seeing that I seemed genuinely confused, he got even more full of himself. He called me a loser and walked off. After Jake left, Leo stared at his own reflection completely intact. A sly smile crept across his face. In the last life Jake stabbed him 5 times. Now he actually thinks he can change his fate. What a wonderful brother. This time Leo was going to make sure he died in the most hopeless way possible. But getting back at his brother wasn't the priority right now. The main thing now was to survive the coming apocalypse. With only 1 month left until the end, Leo needed to make enough money to build a safe house. After thinking it over, he decided to start live streaming sales. He jumped right into it. That very night, Leo sent his resume to all the major platforms. Because of his looks, pretty much every platform sent him an offer. In the end he picked the one with the highest revenue split, and the most freedom to choose his own products. But for his very first stream, he specifically picked winter coats, snow boots and fleece-lined gloves. Stuff you'd only need in the dead of winter. Keep in mind it was almost April. People at the streaming company all gave him skeptical looks. They figured he must have lost his mind. With looks like that, why wasn't he chasing rich women instead of pushing stuff completely out of season? But since the company's cut was high, the penalty for breaking the contract was also terrifyingly steep. Still Leo had to take the gamble, not just to make money, but to save people too. When the stream first started, the chat was pretty much dead. After all, it was almost April. Who would buy winter clothes now? But Leo was prepared. He pushed the whole off-season mega sale angle hard. He put on a thick puffy coat and modeled it in front of the camera. Thanks to his ridiculously good looks power, even wrapped up like a teddy bear with just his face showing, he still looked incredibly stylish. The streamer is so hot. He even looks good in a winter coat. I'm buying a set for my husband. With his hard sell approach and his looks working for him, the coats actually started selling one after another. Eventually the whole inventory was cleared out. His first stream was a huge hit. Leo made a solid chunk of change. With that first streaming paycheck, Leo quickly bought a standalone house far out in the suburbs. It was in a remote spot. Usually nobody went around there. Perfect for what he needed. He didn't waste the few tens of thousands he had left. Instead he picked out some brand name phones and watches. He had no choice. His brother Jake had eyes sharper than a security camera. Sure enough, as soon as Leo walked in with his bags, he ran into Jake, who just got back from the gym. Jake scoffed, saying, "Look at you showing off with a little bit of cash. Big deal." Even though he said that, Leo noticed he visibly relaxed. Guess he was reassured for now. The truth was Jake always suspected Leo came back too, and he even hired someone to follow him. Leo found out about that a while ago. So before buying the house, Leo purposely took a detour to a luxury store and browsed for a long time, then slipped out through an unnoticed back door. To Jake, this whole move looked like Leo was just trying to buy those fancy items, spending the whole day picking stuff out, and blowing all the money he made. With his brother temporarily off his back, Leo needed to get ready for his second stream that night. For this one, he picked instant noodles, self-heating hot pots and protein bars. In the apocalypse, food is everything, but these things were everywhere in supermarkets. Prices were all the same, so naturally nobody was interested. In the last Ice Age apocalypse, more people starved than froze to death. Stocking up on non-perishables was the real key. Leo had a quick idea. He dropped a few edited pictures of foreign disasters into the chat. Lowering his voice, he hinted the weather had been weird lately, then used a dummy account pretending to be a prophet backing him up. In the stream, some viewers got spooked, and their shopping carts emptied instantly, but one college student posted the original pictures, exposing both Leo and the fake prophet. A flood of refund requests hit the back end. Luckily most people couldn't be bothered to actually return stuff. But from then on the stream's reputation was trashed. No matter how hard Leo tried, it didn't matter. With only half a month left until the end, he decided to quit. After the penalty fee, he had about 500,000 left. With that money in hand, Leo didn't waste a single minute. He quickly found a renovation company. He told them to work as fast as possible, upgrading the outside walls, the gate and the insulation, all with the best materials. To avoid raising suspicion, he lied, saying he was turning the place into a one-of-a-kind themed stay for social media influencers. People work hard when you pay them well. The renovation crew worked day and night, and finished everything in just 3 days. 3 days later the house was done. Leo went back to grab his essentials. The moment he walked in he froze. There was a random woman in the house. Jake was all over her holding her arm. Jake said, "Leo, this is my new girlfriend." Leo glanced at Jake. The six-pack the system gave him was now looking soft and saggy. Yes, he wasn't really working out at the gym. Too busy with his love life instead. That woman looked kind of familiar to Leo. Anyway, he headed straight to his room to grab some stuff. But Jake blocked him, grabbing his suitcase. Jake said, "Leo, me and my girl are moving in here. You need to move out." Jake pushing him out was perfect. Worked out fine for Leo, but him being this pushy meant something was up. Leo played along, not letting on, taking his time packing. Out of the corner of his eye he noticed his room was stuffed with stuff. Guess Jake was scared Leo would find his hidden stash. That's why he wanted him gone so fast. Leo said, "This house belonged to mom and dad. What makes you think you can kick me out?"